Hey Gemini, I am your astrologer Wonder Girl, taking you to new heights. Here is your weekly forecast for the week of Monday, May 21st to Sunday, May 27th, 2018. Now before I get started, I just wanted to let you all know I have one announcement, and that is that I will be doing my June 2018 webinar very soon on Monday, May 28th at 5 p.m. Mountain Time, where I will talk about this month, your birthday month, what it's all about. We're going to be in for quite a ride. I'm a Gemini too. It's a very interesting, different month perhaps than we've had for the beginning of this year. All right, and I think this month, June 2018, is going to be one of the most fated and karmic ones we've had yet. And the reason for that is because we do have Mars in a conjunction with the South Node, which does not happen that often, especially not while it's in its shadow period about to go retrograde, bringing up things from the past that we as Geminis are going to be dealing with for a lot of this year in our solar returns. It's going to be bringing up a lot of things from the past that we're going to have to deal with and to transform to bring forward into new chapters. Venus at the same time is going to be opposite Mars, also very rare, at the same time in a conjunction with the North Node, bringing love, money, and all the things that we value also to the forefront to meet a destined change. All right, as we kind of go throughout this year. All right, on top of that, there are going to be 5 planets that are going to be retrograde, which is a lot of planets. 2 of those, Neptune and Mars, which are going to go retrograde this month, hopefully helping us to rehash some old things, a lot of things from the past coming back here to deal with. All right, if you want to understand what all this means for you, how you can handle it, and what are the most important days of this month, some of which may fall on some of your birthdays, please sign up at the link down below for my webinar to get more information. All right, this month is going to be an interesting one. Could bring lots of unexpected changes, especially with Uranus still acting up in love and money. That may require us to readjust our perspective, the way we thought of ourselves and of our lives, as fate and destiny step in here to realign us on more of a course that we were always meant to go on. All right, so that's what I've got for you. If you're interested, the link down below. I would like to see you all there. Especially with this month being our birthday month. I'm looking at this month and I'm like, what am I about to get myself into for the rest of this year with my solar return? It's just kind of crazy. But I think it'll be interesting. Maybe it'll be just what I need to clear out some old junk and move forward, but we'll see. Now, Gemini, for your horoscope for this week, what I'm going to start with is Jupiter in a trine with Neptune. This has been going on for quite some time. They're both slow-moving planets, but it's going to become exact this week, with Jupiter, of course, going retrograde into this spot. And I think this alignment is really going to color and flavor most of what is going on in the background, underneath everything. And that for you, Gemini, is going to have to do here where Jupiter is in your 6th house of your job, your daily routines, and your health. And Neptune in your 10th house of your career, your reputation, your social standing, and your life direction. Maybe you've been confused for some time about your career, where your life is going, what you want to be known for, your reputation. Maybe that's been hard, especially when it comes to your job and your daily routines. What kind of job do you want? What kind of career do you want? And if you don't know what kind of career you want, how can you have a job that supports this career? Or how can you have a set of daily routines that put your life in the right direction? So maybe that's been a thing you've been trying to figure out for some time, and I think this alignment here is hopefully going to help make that easier, going to help to give you more understanding, more clarity of why you were confused, what it was all for, and of how you can start to have a job, a set of daily routines that really can help you to move your life in the right direction that you feel like can give you more respect and give you the reputation that it is that you want. Okay, so that's what I see going on there. While that's happening, we've got Venus hanging out in Cancer, which is your 2nd house of money, security, stability, confidence, and also of your gifts and skills and talents. So as you're trying to get comfortable in a job, a set of daily routines that can put your life in the right direction, I think you're also trying to figure out, okay, how can I make money from this job, this direction my life is going in? How can I use more of my talents in a really positive way to support this? How can I get comfortable perhaps with all of this stuff that's gone on as I move forward, and to feel more stable and secure with everything that has transpired? Okay, so I think that's what's going on. Now on Monday, there could be some uncomfortable feelings that do come up as you're processing all of this. That's because Venus in your 2nd will be in a square here with Chiron, which will be in your 11th. house of your goals, your dreams, and your hopes for the future, as well as the groups of people that it is that you associate with. All right. So I think what's coming in on Monday is that you're trying to build more stability into your life, use more of your talents, make more money. And maybe it's getting hard for you as a result of that to be out and about and socialize, because you got practical matters to take care of. Can't be out with friends when you got to worry about whether or not you got the money to pay your bills. So there could be some of that that's coming in as well. Hard for you to socialize, hard for you to go out. There could also be some things too, hard for you to lift your head up. There's a lot of things that you're trying to put the pieces together to make sure that your life is going in the direction that you want. And maybe as well, it's hard to figure out, okay, well, what does this mean for my future? Where is my life going once I get everything more in order and feel more stable and secure? So there could be some of those things that come up early on this week. I think the message of the astrology right now is to not worry so much about Chiron and Aries, to not worry so much if you feel like socializing is hard for you, to not worry so much if it's hard for you to envision the future that it is that you want. They will come in time. They may just not come this week. Okay, and just needing to be patient here as you work some things together, and to really spend the time, especially at the beginning of the week, bringing more money in, finding more of that confidence, that security, and that stability as you move forward, organizing your life to put it in some kind of direction that resonates with you more. All right, so that's what I see happening. While that's going on, early this week still, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we also have the sun here in Gemini. Happy birthday for the week to all my Geminis, because it's your birthday month. And this sun in Gemini is going to bring your focus to you, to who you are, to everything about you, with the sun here in Gemini, okay? So I think you're thinking a lot about that. With the sun at the beginning of the week making a trine to Mars, and with Mars here in your 9th house of something new and different that you have not done before, possibly you're thinking about some new identity of yours, how you can emerge as a new person, who you want to be that's new or different. Maybe as well you're thinking about traveling, studying, learning something you haven't learned before as well, that I think you're trying to work out and to settle into. Okay, with Mars in its shadow period here in your 9th house, you're going to have to rework some things in regards to some new identity of yours, or in regards to something that regards traveling or studying. Okay, so all the pieces are not into place yet when you think about some new person that it is that you're becoming, or some person you ultimately want to be that excites you more. But I think you're starting to turn the wheels in your mind, especially as you're getting more of a handle on your life, building more stability in. I think you're starting to turn the wheels on how you can, even if it's not going to happen right away, get more excited about your life, do something new, different you haven't done before, moving on, okay? So that's what I see coming in. I think the more that you can perhaps mull over different possibilities in your mind, we love to do that as Geminis, about your life, about where you see your life going, even if it doesn't all come together right now. I think it is going to help you here feel better in the end about your life, about who you socialize with, about your groups of friends, about your goals, your dreams, your ambitions for the future, with both Mars and the sun making a sextile to Chiron. So it may be hard for you to socialize this week, maybe hard for you to get clear on where it is that you see your life going, but I think it's slowly going to start to come into place over the next 2 or 3 months if you allow yourself to consider new possibilities, to new options, to think of yourself in new and different ways perhaps than you have previously. All right, so that's happening at the beginning of this week. Then we get into Wednesday, into the end of the week, and Mercury, your ruler, starts making some big aspects. Mercury is going to be in Taurus, which for you, Gemini, is your 12th house of your insides, your spirituality, and of the past. All right, and Mercury is going to be in opposition with Jupiter in your 6th house. So I think what starts to come in here on Wednesday and Thursday is you start to think more about what's going on inside you, what you need spiritually in your life. Maybe there's been a lot going on with your job, with your daily routines. As you work some of those stuff out, maybe you've been really busy lately, or your job's been all over the place. And I think this alignment on Wednesday and Thursday, you're really trying to figure out how can you get more comfortable with this job or daily routine that it is that you now have. How can you be more at peace, more whole with everything that's going on externally in your life, and how can you overcome old chapters, perhaps to step in again to a new identity with this new job or daily routine that's hopefully better for you. And I think you're trying to find on Wednesday and Thursday the inner peace that you need to face the demands of your day way, in a better way, and to feel more stable and secure in what it is that you're doing. Okay, a new identity will come, more excitement about your life will come, where you're starting to feel like you're reaching goals and dreams, socializing out and about with people. But first, I think you're just trying to figure out how to bring more of that peace and stability in before those other pieces can fall into place. Okay, so that's happening on Wednesday. The more you can try to get right with yourself on the inside spiritually, I think it's also going to help you with Mercury in a sextile to Neptune, help you to feel better about your career, your reputation, and just your life all around as well. Okay, so that's happening there. Then on Friday, Mercury moves further through Taurus and comes into a trine with Pluto. And Pluto for you is going to be in your 8th house of changes, endings and beginnings, also big financial investments and of sexual and intimate relationships. And I think what that can start to bring on Friday, perhaps that can come in, is maybe you thinking very differently about what you want in life, about the relationships that you have, about what you want from your relationships that could come in. Maybe also you think very differently about how you spend money as well, or share money with others. And perhaps there's some conversation as well about some change you're making in life, about what you really want, about how you partner with others in some way. And I think you're just trying to come into new chapters in life here, being a new person, even if you're still trying to work out some of the details of this new identity, and maybe having to make some changes to who you are on the inside, to what you want, to how you partner with other people, before some of the other stuff can start to settle in and you can start to feel more excited again about what's going on in your life. Okay, so that is happening there. Then we end the week on Saturday with Venus in your 2nd house in an opposition with Saturn in your and also in your 8th of changes. Okay, and I think what's happening is we want to build more stability in our life, more confidence, and more money. We want to get more money, and maybe that's a little bit hard here as we're thinking about some big changes in our life that we need to make, as we're dealing with some deep emotional stuff, as we're trying to transform ourselves and our partnerships to feel better about them coming in. Maybe we could feel restricted with Saturn in the 8th. Maybe we don't know what we want, or maybe it's hard to get what we want. It's hard to work with other people. Maybe there are some big financial investments, a lot of money that's going out. And I think what comes in on Saturday is really needing to balance what you want with what you need practically. What you want emotionally with what you need practically in your life, and how you can do both, how you can get what you want but also do what you need, and maybe needing to get the balance just right there, or to compromise with yourself and with other people in order to move forward in the way that it is that you want. Okay, so I think that's coming in. Maybe there's money going out as well with the 8th house, needing to figure out how you can have money going out but also money coming in to make up for the loss. So I think there's stuff that come in at the end of the week, trying to get more balance so that you can really build your life on a more stable footing, even if there are some other things going on that you still need to tend to work with and to address in the process before you can feel more free to be this new person that's on the horizon, that's coming for you, before you feel like you can step into this new person in a more freeing kind of lighthearted way. All right, so that's what I have for you, Gemini. Your card, I love this. The King of Pentacles, upright. The King of Pentacles is about money and about authority. I think this week can be very good for you with money. It can be very good for you to have the reputation you want, to increase your reputation, increase your levels of authority. I think the message of the King, though, is if you want that, you got to steward over what you have. You got to have a plan. You got to have a strategy. This King knows how to make things manifest in the way that he wants, because he has a plan. He knows who to call on and when at the right times. And I think if you can organize your life, focus in on a few things, and plan and strategize, there are lots of good things that could come this week, starting to feel better financially here, and starting to feel like you're getting a handle on where your life is going and are moving up in the world with it. All right, so that's what I have for you, Gemini. Thank you so much for watching my horoscope. If you like it, please like it on YouTube, subscribe to my channel, share with your friends, and I will talk to you later.